students and dear parents, welcome to in today's English class. My name is Claire and I will be teaching you English lesson today. Today is a Monday, right? And it's already October 19th of this month, so it's very fast. After more than a week, it's gonna be November, the month of November. And yeah, we still hope that we can have our classes inside the classroom, right? So again, today is Monday, and before we discuss what we learned today, before we discuss our lesson today, let's discuss what we learned previously in our lesson. So anyone who still remember what did we learn previously? You're a little confused in our lesson last week. So we learned apostrophe S, and S apostrophe. Okay? So again, we are talking about possession when we use this one. Okay? For example, this is Claire's notebook. Okay, one more time. This is Claire's notebook. What does it mean? So when we say Claire's notebook and we are using apostrophe S, it means that this notebook is just mine. No, Claire's, okay? No one else. That notebook is only Claire's notebook and no one else, okay? It shows possession. Your own thing or someone's thing, okay? Alright, so when we use S apostrophe, which is not really very common for nowadays to use this one, but just in case you encounter them in the future, you can say the girls love to dance. Okay, so when you see this, it means that there's a lot of them. Many girls, okay? Many girls love to dance, okay? But if we are going to use apostrophe S, we are talking about possession, something that you own or someone else's own, okay? Next, also, which is something very important, omission, or when we remove a letter in a word, we change it with apostrophe. For example, it is, okay? Now, if we remove this one, we are going to use apostrophe its. So it's going to be its. And they will be exactly the same. It's just that we remove the letter I and change it into apostrophe. So it is my bag, it's my bag, it's totally the same, okay? It's my bag. It is my bag. Okay? So don't be confused, everyone. It's my bag. It is my bag. They are completely the same. Okay? So that was our lesson previously. Okay, so let's move on in today's lesson. We're still in Unit 7 and we are going to talk about sentence. So everyone, what is a sentence? Maybe you would just say, I love dog, I love cat, I want to eat bread. Yes, exactly, that is a sentence. But let's learn more about the details of a sentence, okay? So a sentence is a group of words, usually containing a verb, that expresses a thought in the form of a statement, okay? Question. So a sentence can be a statement, it can be a question, it can be an instruction, exclamation, and starts with a capital letter, okay? Starts with a capital letter and ends with a period. Period or, okay. It depends. It ends with a period or exclamation or question mark. Okay? So basically a sentence, it has a subject and a predicate. And for example, okay, and there's a thought. Let's have these examples. Number one example, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay? Alright, so there is a sense since we have your verb and we have your subject. Verb is subject. What are you doing? And this is a question. Question sentence. And it ends with the question mark. What are you doing? So someone is asking you, what are you doing? It has a sense, it has a subject, and it has a verb. Okay, so this is an example of a sentence. Okay, next, he loves fried chicken. He loves fried chicken. Okay, so this is a statement. Okay, and if it's a statement, it would end with a period and starts with a capital letter. So remember everyone, your sentence should always start with a capital letter. Okay? Alright? And next, I can't wait to go swimming. I can't wait to go swimming. Alright, I can't wait to go swimming. I use exclamation because I want to show you that this sentence shows excitement. Like, I want to go swimming. That's why I use exclamation point, but you can also use a period. Okay? Period is still going to be okay because this is still a statement. Alright, so there you go. Now that's your sentence. Again, sentence is a group of words with a sense. So you cannot just say eat. This is just a word, this is just a verb, it's not a sentence. Beautiful mountain. Okay. Beautiful mountain. Is this a sentence? What do you think? Beautiful mountain. This is not a sentence. It doesn't have a complete thought. Like, what is about the beautiful mountain? Okay, it doesn't have a verb. Okay. Now, if you want to make this into a sentence, you can say that I saw a beautiful mountain. This will be a sentence, okay? But this one alone, it's not a sentence, but this as a whole will be a complete statement. I saw a beautiful mountain. Okay? So there you go, everyone. That's our first presentation. And before we go to the next activity later, I will be discussing to you these two words, okay? These two words are Spanish words. But teacher, we are learning English. Yeah, I know. But these two words, like English people also use this. Not English people. Like native speakers, they also use these words. Also us, we also use this because it's something that we already adopt. Okay? So when we say siesta, siesta, okay, it's a Spanish word that means afternoon nap. What does that mean? It means in the afternoon around 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. around that time you sleep, especially when you just finished eating lunch. So you sleep. So in the afternoon, okay, we call it siesta. Right? In English, you can say afternoon nap, okay? But you can use siesta. It sounds cool. Next, toro. Toro. This is a bull. You know a bull? This is Toro, it's a bull, it's an animal, it's a big animal. Okay, so that's it. We will be encountering these two Spanish words in our story later. So please prepare your books and I'll see you later, kids. Okay, I'm back everyone. Thank you for doing task 1. Now let's have another story for today's lesson. And this is about Antonio and his grandfather. Okay, so this would be on page 102 and 103. 102 and 103. No, just 103. Okay, so please open your book and follow after me. This is just a very short story, so it would be very easy for us to read and it will not take too long for us to read, okay? So once you're ready, please follow after me. So I will be reading the text, the story now. Okay? Toro, Toro. It was a little enough thing that began it. It happened during the siesta. Antonito was bored. He was just messing around, as children do. All he did was kick a football through a window by accident. When his mother came storming out into the garden, Antonio was standing there in his Barcelona shirt, looking as guilty as sin. He hadn't run off. He's not like that. There was no one else around except the cat and me. And we were having our afternoon nap under the mimosa tree at the bottom of the garden, well away from the scene of the crime. So, Antonio had to be the culprit. He was worried, and there was nothing I could do to help him. Antonito, how many times have I told you? I could see that chin of his was jutting already and I knew there'd be tears welling up inside him. I could sense what he was going to say before he even said it. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Honest. And it was all said with such utter conviction, such determined defiance. Asked for an alternative explanation, he shrugged insolently at his mother, pursed his lips, and refused to speak. Antonito is banished to his bedroom as punishment. Later, when his grandfather, Abuelo, talks to him about what he saw happen, Antonito asks him some difficult questions. Abuelo, when you were little, did you ever do bad things? I mean really bad? Did you ever tell a lie? Abuelo, when you were little, what was the very worstest thing you ever did? Okay, so what happened, everyone? What happened in the story? Okay, I will give you time to read it first. Okay, so there are a few words here that before reading it on your own, let's have some words. Maybe most probably you will have difficulty saying these words. So let's have the first word, culprit. Okay, culprit. Here we have the name culprit. Is someone who has done something wrong or is responsible for a bad situation. So culprit, this is what we call someone who did something wrong or something bad. Okay, so for example, the cat ran and broke the glass. And then your mom came. Who broke the glass? The cat. It's the culprit or she's the culprit. Okay, meaning he's bad. He's the one who did something bad. Culprit. So can you say it again, everyone? Culprit. Okay. What else? This one, wedding. Okay, not willing. You might say willing. So it's wedding. Wedding. defiance, defiance. Okay, defiance. Next, shroud. Shroud, shroud, shroud. There's more. Insolently, insolently. First, okay? Refuse, refuse, refuse. Banish, banish, banish. And what else? Okay, that's it. So I think most of you will not be able to read this one. So let's read it, okay? Okay, one moment. Alright, let's read this word. Culprit, culprit, welling, defiance, shroud, insolently, insolently. So you have to say it a little bit faster. First, refuse, banish, 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 refuse, refuse, hurt, insolently, shroud, shroud, defiance, defiance, welling, welling, culprit, culprit. Okay, good. So again, after watching this video, you have to understand